Funniest MrBeast moments you missed. Have you ever stumbled across a video so chaotic, so unpredictable, that you couldn't decide whether to laugh, cringe, or just sit there in disbelief? That's exactly the kind of energy you get when diving into some of the most overlooked moments connected to MrBeast and the broader style of humor surrounding his content. While most people remember the big giveaways, the insane challenges, and the jaw-dropping stunts, there's an entirely different layer of humor hiding underneath. Moments that feel raw, ridiculous, and completely unfiltered. So what happens when things don't go according to plan? Or when a simple idea spirals into something hilariously absurd? It often starts with something innocent. Imagine wanting to test whether a light socket works. Sounds simple, right? But instead of using logic or basic tools, the situation quickly escalates into a bizarre life hack experiment. There's something strangely captivating about watching a bad idea unfold in real time. You can almost feel the tension building. Will this end in success or disaster? And before you even get your answer, the moment shifts into something else entirely, leaving you laughing at how quickly things got out of hand. That unpredictability is the heartbeat of these moments. Nothing stays normal for long. Then there's the humor that comes from awkward conversations. Ever been in a situation where someone gives advice that sounds helpful but quickly turns strange? The kind of exchange where one person is completely serious and the other is unintentionally making everything worse? These conversations often spiral into territory that no one expected. A simple suggestion becomes layered with weird logic, questionable reasoning, and reactions that only add fuel to the fire. You might find yourself thinking, why are they still going? And yet, you can't look away. And just when you think it can't get any more ridiculous, it does. One of the funniest elements in these clips is how everyday situations become completely surreal. A casual outing suddenly transforms into an exaggerated display of confidence and over-the-top bragging. Chains appear, watches get flaunted, and everyone seems to be competing in a fictional contest of who can act the most outrageous. But beneath all of it is a shared understanding. It's all part of the joke. Have you ever laughed at something not because it made sense, but because it made absolutely no sense at all? That's exactly what's happening here. Even gaming references take a strange turn. What starts as a harmless joke about summoning something in a game quickly morphs into exaggerated reactions and absurd comparisons. The humor becomes chaotic, almost like a stream of random thoughts stitched together into a single moment. And somehow, it works. It keeps you engaged because you genuinely have no idea what's coming next. That unpredictability creates a kind of tension, but instead of stress, it delivers laughter. Then come the parody-style moments. These are the ones where everything feels like a satire of something else. Fake advertisements, exaggerated solutions, and completely unrealistic scenarios are presented with full confidence. Someone might act like they've discovered a revolutionary solution to a problem.
Okay, he's got moves.
Number 1, 2, 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready to do that,
Only for it to be clearly the worst idea imaginable. And yet, they fully commit to it. That commitment is what sells the joke. But let's pause for a second. Why do we enjoy watching people make such terrible decisions? Maybe it's because it allows us to laugh without consequences. Or maybe it taps into something deeper. The recognition that we've all had moments where we thought, this might be a bad idea, and did it anyway. Watching it happen on screen just amplifies that feeling in a safe, entertaining way. As the energy builds, things become even more random. One moment you're watching a strange experiment, and the next, you're in the middle of a mock investigation. Suddenly, everyday objects are treated like evidence in a serious case.
Enter our circle, and I trap them all. Host, me or Kevin?
Us short.
Yes.
Kings and queens.
That would be much better.
Food becomes suspicious. Ingredients are analyzed as if they're part of something much bigger. The seriousness of the presentation contrasts perfectly with the absurdity of the situation. You start to wonder, are they pretending to be serious, or have they fully committed to the bit? The answer is somewhere in between, and that's what makes it so entertaining. Physical comedy also plays a big role. Watching someone attempt something they clearly shouldn't, whether it's eating something questionable or testing something in a completely illogical way, creates a mix of shock and humor. You know how it's going to end, but the journey there is what keeps you watching. Have you ever caught yourself saying, "Don't do it," right before they do it anyway? That's part of the experience. Another interesting aspect is how quickly the tone can shift. 1 second, everything is chaotic and loud. The next, there's a calm, almost serious conversation.
MrBeast came from what, an ex?
MrBeast?
So you just lost the 6,000.
Yeah.
As if nothing unusual just happened. That contrast creates a rhythm that keeps the viewer engaged. It's like a roller coaster. Moments of intensity followed by brief pauses before the next drop. And just when you think you've adjusted to the pace, it changes again. Social humor also plays its part, often through exaggerated personalities and over-the-top behavior. These moments don't aim to be realistic. They aim to push things to such an extreme that the absurdity becomes the joke itself. It's not about subtlety, it's about amplification. But here's something worth thinking about. Would these moments be as funny if everything was perfectly scripted? Probably not. A lot of the humor comes from the imperfections, the awkward timing, the unexpected reactions, the moments where things clearly didn't go as planned. It feels spontaneous, even when there's some level of planning involved. That sense of unpredictability is what keeps viewers coming back. As the video continues, you begin to notice a pattern. Nothing stays on track for long. A single idea branches into multiple directions, each one more ridiculous than the last. A joke leads to another joke, which leads to something completely...
And then respond.
End of the world. How did the government let you buy this?
unrelated, and yet somehow it all connects. It's chaotic, but it's not random. There's a flow to it, even if it doesn't seem that way at first. And then there's the group dynamic. The interactions between people add another layer to the humor. Reactions bounce off each other, creating moments that feel organic and unscripted. Someone says something unexpected, another person reacts, and suddenly you have a chain reaction of comedy. It's the kind of humor that feels like it could only happen in that exact moment, with that exact group of people. Have you ever wondered how much of it is planned and how much just happens naturally? That mystery adds to the appeal. Another thing that stands out is how these moments often blur the line between reality and exaggeration. You know it's not entirely serious. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.